I'm a talker, a communicator. I believe that most situations can be squashed with a little back and forth. But sometimes in the correctional world, words don't work. Sometimes we have no choice but to engage. So how do we know when and what to do? That's a good question. I got the idea for this video from Christy. She's a new subscriber and a new recruit. But before I dig in, let me give a shout out to Christy and Joseph and all of their other classmates. Welcome to the family. Mwah! I love you guys. So let's talk force, right? Like when to use it and how do you know that you have to do what you have to do when you have to do it? Yeah. The easy answer is you don't. I didn't. I just acted. When the time came, when the situation presented itself, I just did what I had to do. I'm no tough guy, and I prefer not to fight, especially now that I'm getting older, but there have been a couple of times, a couple of moments when I had no other choice but to engage. One incident in particular sticks out. I was working in a unit. Yes, I've worked units. I was working in a unit, and another officer came by to get people to take to the law library. Well, there was this one guy that was on the phone, and he didn't want to get off. So this other officer began yelling. I'm sorry, she began giving verbal directives to get this incarcerated individual to get off the phone. I'm sure that's what a report said. We're so cute sometimes. So the officer's freaking out and she's saying what she's saying and the inmate's not budging. So I calmly go up and explain to him, inform him that he doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to hang up his phone call, but the rest of the group is no longer going to wait for him until he decides to end his call. So he hung up and left. When the group returned later, the phone guy came in and he was pissed. He was exchanging pleasantries with the officer that was giving him the verbal directives earlier. It sort of sounded like 4-year-olds going back and forth. You're a duty head. No, you're a duty head. No, you're a duty head. So I said, hey, dude. I didn't actually say dude. I used his first name, but I've changed the names here to protect the innocent. Only he wasn't innocent, but never mind. I say, hey, dude, why don't you head in and I'll be up and talk to you in a bit. I wanted to give him a chance to cool off, and I wanted to get the other officer out of there. Then I was going to go up and follow up with him. But my plan A was not okay with him. Instead of heading up to his room, he turned to me and said, suit up. At first, I thought old boy was joking. Suit up? Who even says that? So I asked him again. I said, hey, dude, why don't you head up to your room, and I'll be up there in a bit to follow up with you. And he looks at me, and again, he says, suit up. Okay. And I was close to him, right? Like just a couple of feet within striking distance. So I backed up and cleared my day room. And that's something that you're going to want to do if you have time. Start sending folks that don't want to be a part of whatever this is going to be to their rooms or to another area other than where you're about to do your business. So I clear my day room and I get on the radio and get my backup rolling. So I'm on the podium, looking down. He's looking up at me. And dude grabs a chair and raises it up like he's going to throw it. And then the responding officers show up and they're standing by the door with the deer in the headlight look. So the Sarge starts giving verbal directives. Put the chair down. So I'm looking at the Sarge like, are we going to do this? And he slowly starts creeping towards the guy. And now the guy's looking up at me. And then he starts throwing chairs. So he starts throwing chairs. And I don't know if it was just his aim that sucked or if he intentionally missed the Sarge, but he did, like big time. And then he grabs his last chair, another chair, and he jumps on the podium. My podium. The thing is, all of this stuff happened so fast, but I still had time to think. You ever had that? It's like time slows down, but this dude jumps up on my podium and he throws a chair at me. But I blocked it and thought, here we go. So I blocked the chair and I charged after this dude. There was really no talking at that point. His behavior was escalating and he had now struck staff with a chair. So I took off after him, and as I approached, he went low. Tried to wrap me up. Only problem is that I outweighed him by like 100 pounds. So he goes low and I perform an inside takedown and we end up on the ground. And dude punches up and almost hits me right in the nose. And this time the sergeant was with me and we get the guy in restraints and off he goes. So how did I know it was time to go? My policy, our use of force policy, our institutional philosophy, the way that I saw vets handle similar situations, my gut. All of those influences were factored in. So know your policy. Know when your agency allows force and then do that. Also, if you feel as if your safety is in jeopardy, do what you gotta do. Don't go berserker, but handle your business. My DT instructor always said that when it's time to go hands-on, it's time to go hands-on. Meaning if you're going to engage, then give it all you got. I hope that helps. A lot of us worry about this in the beginning, but trust me, you'll know when it's time to go. If you like this video, if you found value in this video, straight punch that little like icon. Comment and share this content with anyone and everyone that you think may be interested. And if you're looking for more premium correctional content, check out this video right here. Or this video right here. All right, guys, that's all I got. Until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.